While our problems on Oldar were only just beginning, someone else was on the cusp of having a bad day. Many light years away in the heart of the Zeta Reticuli star system, on a planet whose name I won't even try to pronounce, Crll has been summoned to the Crystal Palace. Well, that's the best way anyone can describe it. It's the nickname given to the central operating complex of the SHETONNYUU. Crll, remember, is a 7-foot-tall gray but wears a black 3-piece suit and a fedora. We join him now strolling down one of the crystalline corridors of the main complex with one of his fellow Greys who's wearing a skin-tight silver bodysuit. Now, for the sake of understanding this, all will be translated into galactic standards since the Zetans communicate... well, they're Zetas.
This is not a time to be flippant, Crll.
You know as well as I, the only reason the Koyuma have for calling me back is to give me a public spanking over a matter that should have been resolved long before we were even spawned.
Or maybe they have summoned you because you have spent far too much time amongst the Earthers.
I put up with them for the sake of interplanetary security, Vix. Nothing more.
If you say so. Oh, and interplanetary security has been threatened for how many centuries now?
Sarcasm is not your strong point, Vic. You should take up something more simpler like quilting.
Let us see if the Koyuma shares your sense of humor. We are here.
Mac, Bob, Pike, what happened out there?
The Hatoans have gone completely nuts, Doc. They saw us in the open fire, not even a warning shot. Mac's got some of his drone troopers out there running interference, but they're taking heavy fire.
This is way off. Normally, Hitoans try to take prisoners and property intact.
I've just heard from Stephen Sloan. They are cut off.
Where the bloody hell is John?
He is heading for the starboard cargo hatch.
John, what are you doing?
I'm going after Steve and Sloan's team. I can't just leave them out there, Jean.
John, you better hurry.
That was not a tachyon burst.
Boss, the yield at 80%. That is not from the heavy flammers. What done, sir?
Do the best you can, Angus. Out.
How long can the shields hold out?
Not long. Derbyshire is a freighter, not a battleship. Oh, they're forcing me to do something I really don't want to do. Eric, Alamo Protocol. I repeat, Alamo Protocol. Understood?
I obey.
What is an Alamo protocol?
I've just opened the gates. And I've set the wolf loose. Stand back, Gene.
You'd think they'd be more tolerant.
I told you they would be offended by the fish jokes.
They're trying to flank us. Where the heck are Biggs and Hathaway?
Dead. That last mover round took them out.
This is Sloan. We're kind of busy at the moment.
Why aren't you pulling back? Get the heck out of there now!
We were falling back to the Landmaster, but the Hetoans took it out.
Everyone's dead, boss, except us, and it gets worse. These guards aren't Hetonian infantry, they're Bosun.
Blast it! Steve, in about 30 seconds I'm gonna swoop in and pick up Sloan. When that happens, I want you to go full blitzkrieg on the Hetoans. I'll load everything you have and get back to the ship. Understood?
Got it, boss.
And now we return to Crll, who is now in the chamber of the Great Triad of the Koyuma. It is a vast geodesic crystalline structure, and as we stare in, a mist begins to form that quickly fills the entire room. 3 dark alien silhouettes form before Crll.
Greetings, Crll. It has been far too long since you have been with us.
Far too long. Especially given your attire and your failure.
First off, please, as the Earthmen say, quit blowing smoke up my ass. Second, it has been too long, hasn't it? But whose fault is that? You speak of failure, but who was it that allowed a group of incompetent underlings to crash one of our vessels into a desert conveniently near one of the Earth's military facilities?
That was beyond our control. During the time of the uprising, and that is past.
But we have come to here for regarding the future, possibly all future trust.
Your failure to capture the Midnight Woman was most inconvenient.
And it is now irrelevant. An opportunity has arisen.
A second chance. Others are moving to capture the Midnight Woman.
Who? And more importantly, why?
Deep inside the Border Worlds Alliance lies the planet called Calibos. It is a dark and dismal world where the nefarious roam and play. We now zoom in through its shrouded atmosphere and find ourselves approaching a great city filled with many tall buildings. Inside a black obsidian skyscraper at one of its highest levels, we enter a room, and sitting there reading a tablet is former Senator Jedediah Kane, the man who was almost Imperator of the Earth Alliance and the would-be conqueror of the known universe.
Enter.
Greetings, sir.
It is good to see you again, Jeavis.
I would have been here much sooner, but alas, the Maleficent is still under impound. Fortunately, I was able to locate other means of transportation, but had to take careful steps to ensure I was not followed.
We are even more fortunate that no one in the Earth Alliance knew about my financial holdings here. Now, what was this important, sensitive information?
I would have linked the information, but as you know, the doctors monitor the hyperpulse networks, especially those outbound to the border worlds. I think you will find it was worth the precautions I've taken.
Yes. The Black Torch archives were most informative, but none stated that there was a definite survivor. I bet the Zetans are losing their oversized minds on this one. And here is the proverbial cherry on top.
Greetings, Jedediah. It has been many years. How may I assist